I have got to show you something. Very carefully show you. Look at these beauties. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but this is the best year for my seedlings ever. They have never been this big and robust and amazing and so exciting for me. And I think I figured out how. Welcome back to my channel, friends. I'm Caitlin, and I want to tell you how I did this. It's awesome. It's different than a lot of people do. So I started these 9 weeks before my planting date, and the seed packets for peppers, this is a cayenne pepper, recommends 8 to 10 weeks. So 9 weeks is right in the middle of that, and I think next year I'm going to have to start them later because they're too big for the shelf, and I still have to wait another week to plant these out, which is a bummer. This is a 4-inch container, I think, 3 or 4, and this is what I started it in. I didn't start it in a small cell. I didn't transplant it into a bigger cell or anything like that. 1 seed, 1 large container using potting mix. A lot of people will recommend, and especially the people that are the experts that have been doing this for a really long time, will recommend starting in smaller cells with seed starting mix because it's super soft and lofty. Then once you have a few sets of true leaves, they'll recommend potting up into a larger container like this. So they'll say start here. There's 6 here, they're small, and move up to here. Then they'll tell you to fertilize or use potting mix at this point in the up potting process. You might get the same outcome doing it their way, but you had to take a whole bunch of extra steps to get to their point. So 1 container, 1 time, 1 seed, no fertilizing, no up potting, none of that. Hold on, we gotta have this tomato plant share the limelight too. This is a Black Beauty tomato. It's an indeterminate tomato plant, and it was started in a solo cup. I filled the soil to this top ring here. See where my thumb is? I filled the soil there, put the seed in, watered it, nurtured it, and caught a whiff of mint. That's weird. And then I added, after it grew a whole bunch, I topped it off with potting soil at the very, very tippy top, which is easier than up potting or anything like that, and it's grown roots. Can you see a little bit of root growth right there? Because it'll grow roots off the stem. And I haven't up potted it or anything. Started it the exact same way I started this. No fertilizing, no up potting, no extra steps. Just the 1 time. You want to see the roots? Actually, hold on. I think the dirt will fall out on the top of the tomatoes. I haven't seen the roots. Do you want to see them? I do. Let's see how these roots are. Hope I'm not sacrificing a cayenne pepper plant for this video. I make sure I can get it back out. Or I want to make sure I can get it back in once I take it out. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Here we are. Are those not perfect? There's not too many, there's not too few, and they're not root bound. They'll also tell you, if you start them in a larger container, they'll fill that container faster and get root bound. No, they won't. These have been in this container for 7 weeks. Careful with it. Okay, I'm going to put it back before I drop it or something because I love it. You're also supposed to pinch the flowers off before you plant it out, and I might, or I might not. It's hard. If any of your plants are a little wobbly, just plant some of the stem. Tomatoes especially, you can plant as much stem as you want because it'll make more roots. Peppers won't stem more off the root. Peppers won't root more off the stem, but you can bury the stem for stability and support. Let me get those back. They're a little top heavy. Those are awesome though. Every single one of these over here are that big. And the peppers and tomatoes, eggplant, a couple flowers. And then there over here is a little bit shorter ones. Some of the really, really hot peppers like habanero and ghost pepper, they're slower to germinate, slower to grow, a little bit smaller plants usually. And so these are just smaller. It is what it is, no big deal. And a whole bunch of flowers. And these ones are almost as tall down here. And those are more peppers and tomatoes. Oh, better put that tag back. So you can do it however you want to. You can follow the advice of a lot of people, a lot of experts. Their way works great. It's fine. It's awesome. It's a good idea. I'm just letting you know that there is an easier way with no transplanting, no fertilizing, a whole lot less steps. And you can still have beautiful seedlings. And I'm really thinking this potting mix played a huge part in it. And you'll hear that fertilizer can burn your seedlings and damage them or kill them. That is true. If you get a high concentrated fertilizer and just douse them as soon as they've sprouted, yeah, they'll probably burn and die. The little bit of fertilizer that's in the Miracle-Gro potting mix and the slow release is not enough to burn your seedlings. You can literally start your seedlings in them. I'm not an affiliate, but I'm over here praising Miracle-Gro potting mix like I'm getting paid to do so, and I'm not. You're welcome, Miracle-Gro, for the free advertising. So that is what I did to have awesome seedlings, and that's all I wanted to share with you. If you have any comments or questions or anything, feel free to leave them below, and I will see you next time. Feel free to like and subscribe so you can see us plant these out here very soon. Can't wait. The seedlings have exceeded their space. They have reached the top of the shelves, just past the lights. They've grown past the lights and they're pushing against the shelving units. These are trying to do that too. And then this is the short shelf. Either the plants stay shorter or they were started later because they're supposed to be. This is the only shelf that's safe. Anyways, have a wonderful day. I'll see you later and happy growing. Bye.